Hello coffee lovers, Damien here at Apache Roseland's headquarters, introducing something that's very exciting that's landed into my hands. We're talking about the Sanremo Cube. Okay, so their first domestic machine. Sanremo's been making machines for generations in Italy, and finally we've landed this little beauty. We're gonna have a really good look at it. We're gonna see what's in the box, and we're gonna see its functions, and we're gonna talk about all its features. You ready? Oh, we're stuck. Oh. Let's see what comes in the box, yeah? I love accessories. I love little gifts. And this is no exception from Sanremo. So they get this little tote bag. Look at that, a nice t-shirt with a funky looking Lego looking man barista. Nice little barista cloth. Obviously your accessories are in the bottom here with an instruction manual. You get your milk pitcher. A nice tamper, very well weighted. Nice. One thing about Sanremo, they just seem quite long. Yeah, so you got your, and then you got your blind for cleaning, and you got your 18 gram, and then there's a 21 gram basket as well, and your nice barista brush. So yeah, great accessories. Now this is a rotary pump. It does have a tank. We have a drip tray that you can empty. It has a little plug on the end of it, but if you wanted to plumb that as well and put that into a little waste compartment under your counter, we can do that with this, and I'll show you a bit later. But let's fire this bad boy up. I'm gonna just turn this on from under here. And have I got power? Have I got power? Hello, do you see that? Hello, it says hi. So while this is heating up, I just want to go through the functions and features. So we have an E61 group head. So we've got a 1.9 litre heat exchange stainless steel boiler. So heat exchange basically has a designated brew chamber and a steam chamber. So with a single boiler, it's just one big boiler that you designate for both steam and brew. So you have to wait. So once you brew, you flick on the steam, and then it needs to regenerate, and then you can start steaming. With a heat exchange, everything can work at the same time. So water, brew, steam, all at the same time, because it has a designated chamber. That's the advantage of that. There's no waiting. One thing that I know this machine is a rotary pump and it's designed to be plumbed, but the tank is, you know, at 1.8 litres, it is quite small. So I'm going to pull a tank out and show you later how big it is, but the machine's heating up, so I'll leave that for now. Aesthetically, very pleasing. So this machine, the Cube, obviously named for, you know, obvious reasons, comes in quite a few colours and little embellishments. So you can get leather, you can get fabric inserts on the side, yellow, pink, black, white, amazing colour scheme. So it fits any decor in any kitchen. That's one thing I like about it. There's not many machines. Pretty much 90% of machines in the domestic market are stainless steel. So they have the opportunity to get a Pantone of your choice that you can customise for your kitchen. I think that's a great advantage. So let's have a look at the functions. That needs to get up to about 130. Okay, we've got our steam and brew pressure gauges here, which is good to have both on a machine. So I'd say heat up time would be about 10 minutes, I'd say. That's about standard for a domestic machine. This is obviously a 10 amp machine. If you wanted to plumb the machine, the little nipple is underneath the body of the machine, so that can go straight into your water supply. And then the cool feature for me is the ability to make it a tray or a waste. So I'm just going to get this off. So that just comes off there, and then we can just put that waste hose on there, and then we can just feed that hose through, and then we can put that in an under counter waste canister. So for now, I'm just going to leave the tray because I don't have any plumbing on this cart, and I'm going to put that back. Aesthetically, these steam wands, the steam wand, and the lever is a little bit different. Like typically you'd have a knob or a flick lever. This is a little bit different. The thing that's completely different about this mechanism here is normally your lever would be down here, and to engage the brew, you would lift vertically. With this cube, you're actually in that position and you're engaging the lever that way. For that shot timer there, I love the way that digital it just looks really well built. The way that it starts timing like that, that just looks amazing. So yeah, as I said before, these turn. So I can go both ways with that. Well, that's got a little spring actually. So that comes back, little purge. And let's do the steam, let's check out the pressure. So I'd imagine it would have the same function, where purge is one way, and then so we're not quite at our optimum temp yet. You can't really get the true justice of how the quality of this display is. The camera will always pick it up as a flickering, effect, but it is an amazing quality timer. It's just the lights, it just feels and looks really well made. All we can do is adjust the steam temperature on this heat exchange machine. So basically we're holding the button down for 3 seconds. You'll see set, then we press it again, and then I can go from 115 degrees up to 130. It won't go past 130, it goes back to 115. So I'm going to set it about 125. So there are some functions here, some hidden features, a little bit technical, but turning the machine off, engaging this lever twice within 5 seconds, and then you can enable some Wi-Fi features and some hidden features that you'll all see explained in the user manual. I'm not going to get into that now, but there are some features. There is an app that comes with this machine, and we'll get to that shortly. So I'm here with my trusty friend, the thermomanometer. This measures bar pressure and temperature at the group head. So I'm going to put that on, we're going to give this a little test. So the benefit of this is obviously to see the bar pressure, but I want to see the temperature as well. So 95 degrees, but if I bump that temperature to the steam up too high, over 130, I'm going to get the water sort of spitting out a little bit too hot. So I want to try and find a happy place between the two, where the coffee's coming through, or the water's coming through, sorry, at a good temperature. This helps me sort of get there. So I know about 124, but let's have a look. So you can see that rise, that's the pressure building up. Get to about 9, which is good. And the temperature I have in the group head is 93 degrees Celsius. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. So anywhere 93, 94, 95, it's good. One thing that I noticed about this machine initially is the tank seems a little bit small. I know this is designed to be plumbed, this is the rotary version, but the tank is a little bit small at 1.8 litres. The lid and everything is one unit, so it comes out like that, but a little bit small. Like I've made a couple of drinks and I'm already out. One thing that does bother me, I'd hate to be a stickler, but I don't ever like filling up a water tank and bringing the water source to the machine. I always like taking the water tank to my water supply. Just I'm worried about electronics and damaging the machine by any mispouring. So one thing that I noticed about this, there's no handle to take the tank out. So you're basically taking the tank up from its lid. And that just feels a bit, I know it's full now, it'll be a lot lighter when it's empty, but I just thought a nice little handle there would be so much better. You just feel like it might damage. These little hinges might just, break away being plastic. So as I said before, guys, this is a rotary pump. So to convert it over to water mains, it's a matter of taking off the drip tray, a little Phillips screwdriver, just undo those screws, flick that lever around and just flick that little switch. And you can use it off water mains pressure and bypass the tank if that suits. If you do use the non-plumb version and you don't plumb in the waste either, one thing I do notice that is a negative is this tray is very shallow. It doesn't hold much waste. And it doesn't lock in as tight as I'd like in other machines. That's one drawback. Yeah, so that can be wipe the bench, knock it easily. One negative. So the steam one is a bit different. So instead of it just moving on an axis, you know, left and right, it actually goes up and down as well. So instead of it being, you know, vertically from here, like on a normal machine going this way and that way, it's coming out, you know, horizontally. And it is takes a bit of time to get used to, but I like the feature. I like the steam one, how I can move that around easily. It's not a cool touch steam one, but so just always use that anti-burn rubber. So guys, I've left the coolest function of this machine to the end. When you open the machine, you get this great little booklet, and this booklet explains how to download and use the app that comes with this machine. So you go to Sanremo connector, scan the QR code, and then you get this lovely interface here. So I've got temperature setting, I've got tank level, I've got extraction time, how many shots I've done. I can turn the machine off, get in there close deck, and I'm going to turn this off here, and you see that light go off. How cool is that? I can turn the machine on, but check this out as well. So I've got the extraction there. My last shot was just a purge at 1.7. When I engage this, watch that start running. How cool is that? I can see in the house who's making bad coffee. So let's have a look at the functions. Let's go to settings. So programming, I can let the machine turn on itself any day of the week. Counters, so how many shots I've done. Wi-Fi settings, that's pretty self-explanatory. Alarms, I can set alarms. We've got nothing at the moment in that field. User settings, so this is the probably most used interface you're going to use. So what language? Okay, you can change different languages there. All those different options. And then we can put boiler settings, so temperature of the boiler. Okay, unit of measurement, so I can change it from bar and PSI if I want, Fahrenheit and Celsius. Okay, I've got it on bar. I can put it into eco mode, so it goes into sleep. 30 minutes after the last coffee, it'll go into sleep mode. And then I've got filter reports. That's off, let's turn that on. So new expiry date. So I can put a filter in, and I can say that I do I change my filter every 6 months, and then it will tell me when that alarm will go off, and it'll tell me when to change that filter. And then I call the machine Tapachi. Why wouldn't you? So basically, I think this is the best function of the machine. So the app, again, you get the brochure, Sanremo connector, scan the QR code, and you're off. So guys, I'm here with Miguel, our famous Tapachi technician. He's been a technician for about 60 years, and he's only about 47. But he knows a lot about machines, so I wanted to get his expert advice on having a look inside this cube. So we're going to take the cover off. So come inside deck, we're going to have a look. And Miguel is going to just, point out some things that, this machine has. So correct me if I'm wrong, Miguel, but we have the...
You've got the safety valve there.
Yep, safety valve.
Hot water solenoid there. You've got a stainless steel boiler.
Yep. You can see the rotary pump underneath there if you can get in tight, deck. So we've got, it's pretty well made, would you say, Miguel?
Yeah.
It's in, it's put together well. So you have a look at this little thing there that turns.
You've got a purge. You go one way for purging. That's your purge.
So that looks pretty solid, that whole construction and mechanism there. I'm happy with that, the way that looks.
May need lubrication after about 12 months of use, and it will be wearing.
But it looks like a pretty relatively easy machine to work on, and not too much can go wrong. All very easy to access. I think we've got a winner. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my quick preview of the Sanremo Cube. So just remember, they come in all the colors of the rainbow. We've got pink, green, blue, white, black, yellow. Available at depachi.com.au, $4,599. Head to our website, guys. You won't be disappointed. I think it's a very good machine. It rivals the ECM Synchronica at price point. You know, with the app and everything, I think it's a very cool machine. Thanks, guys. Can you get me one of those chop boards? Chop, chop! Wait. Maybe I've had too many coffees, Declan.